Fehmina Khan is here in TK Maths is Fun. This is video number 3 of trigonometry. In the first two videos, we have learned the concept of basic and general angle. And in the second video, we have learned the sketches of sine, cos, tan. It is all on trigonometry, which is a part of the syllabus of additional mathematics O level. So in this video, we will see what are reciprocal functions and what are identities. And then there will be one more video on solving trigonometric equations. Like I said earlier also, I am putting the link of my other videos I have made on trigonometry in detail, like in identities, many identities I have covered there. In these videos, I'm just covering one or two to explain or to give a recap basically. So if you want more videos on any particular topic, please do check the link given in the description below. It is those are very detailed videos, right? You will get many challenging questions also over there. So let's begin. We need to know, we have applied so far sine, cos, and tan. Now we will learn three more trigonometric functions, which are called cosec, sec, and cot. The full name is cosecant, secant, and cotangent. And these are reciprocal function of sine, cos, and tan. So you have to remember these by heart. And we know one more thing, that tan theta is equals to sine theta upon cos theta. Tan theta is equals to sine theta upon cos theta. So cot theta, because it is reciprocal of tan, so it will be cos over sine. We will see the application of these three trigonometric functions in identities and in solving equation, not in sketching, because the sketching of these is a part of A-level mathematics. So let's see this question, and then we will come to identities also. We have done these type of questions in first video with respect to sine and cos. Now we are doing the same thing with respect to sec theta and cot theta. Like I said earlier, here you get the hint that which quadrant you have your angle. If I see sine theta is positive, and I know from my ASTC or first, second, third quadrant, that sine is positive in first quadrant and second quadrant. But it is in theta acute. Acute is only first quadrant. It means the answer of this question is lying in the first quadrant, right? Which means that both my sec and cot answer will be plus. You know why? Without doing anything, I'm telling this. Reason is sec is the inverse of cos. We have just seen here. If you don't remember, you can refer it, write it down in your copy. And cot is the reciprocal of tan, right? So if tan and cos are positive in the first quadrant, then definitely they will be positive. So to answer this question, I will simply find out cos theta and take reciprocal of it. To answer this question, I will find out tan theta and take reciprocal of it. So let's see here. So the way they have done, I just do it a little differently, but see here. This is the first quadrant. With the help of this, we have completed this triangle, right? And we know that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So we have written for this angle opposite over hypotenuse. And with the help of Pythagoras theorem, I can find out k. K is root 7. We usually write exact answer. Now, if this is root 7 and my cos is, adjacent over hypotenuse, which means root 7 upon 4, then my sec will be reciprocal of it, which is 4 over root 7, which is written here. But why it has been written into this form? Any idea? Do you remember logs? We studied that when we have surd in the denominator, we simplify it by applying the concept of rationalizing the denominator. So applying that concept, we have converted here. If you don't know, you can see my video on log, and you will find the link on my blog address. You can see from there for rationalizing the denominator. Anyway, so for cot, I will find out tan, and tan is opposite over adjacent, so 3 over root 7. And then I will take inverse of it. So this is how we handle these type of questions. Now I'm going towards identity, and these are the identities in Add Maths O level you need to know. A few are given to you in the exam. This one, in the formula sheet which is given to you. this one, and this one. So basically you need to remember the rest yourself, right? So let's see the identities. I have taken example of two identities here. Okay, so suppose this is the question. In identities, you pick up either left side or right side and then start simplifying it till you get exactly what is on the opposite side. So suppose I start with left hand side. And I need to get at the end cosec x, and cosec x mean I need to get at the end 1 over sine x, because 1 over sine x is cosec x. So I have in my mind from here that I need sine in this side. So instead of sec, I will write 1 over cos. Instead of tan, I will write sine over cos. Right? Applying these identities, I will replace the values here. We have just seen these identities. After applying the identities, now in the fraction, in numerator you have a fraction, in denominator you have a fraction. So you have to basically take LCM in both numerator and denominator. And you will get this. Now, if you have problem doing this, let me show one step here. Mostly, in my experience, a student find taking LCM difficult here. So suppose it is 1 over, or question is giving you very straight away hint, multiply this whole by cos and multiply this whole by cos. So you will get this. I think it's easy this way. Cos, when cos will come here, cancel out. So you're multiplying this by cos and this by cos. You get this. Now what comes in your mind? Nothing I can do here. Here I can take sine x common out, factorizing it. After that, cos x plus 1 is same. You can cancel it out. It is considered as a single term. And you are left with 1 over sine, which is equals to cosec x, right? So let's take an example of another identity. Let me hide the rest of the working. Okay. So here, right hand side looks more complicated compared to left hand side. I don't see much doing here. Instead of writing sine over cos in place of tan, then what? So let's just start with right hand side. After applying here, if you remember, what does denominator reminds you? You remember in algebraic identities, you did something like this. What is a plus b, a minus b equal to? You remember? If you multiply them, it gives you a square minus b square. So if I take LCM here, this side will multiply by this whole, and this side will multiply by this whole. This is what is being done here. And denominators are multiplying, and it will take this shape afterwards. See? I'm taking this as a minus b, a plus b, so it is a square minus b square. 1 square is 1, so we are writing 1. And we open the bracket and we can cancel cos, cancel out, right? Now you have 2 cos x cosec x, and this is cot square x. Now this was an identity, right? 1 plus cot square x is cosec square x. 1 plus, let me show you rather here, rather than writing here. 1 plus cot square theta is equals to cos square theta. We saw this identity. So if it is cosec square x minus 1, it will be cot square x. So this is what we have done here. Cosec x square x minus 1 is equals to cot square x. Now what comes in your mind? What will you do? You need tan. So instead of cosec x, you can write 1 over sine. And instead of this, you can write what? Cos square over sine square x. Oh, sorry. See here. Right? Now here again, this is an identity. If you don't know, see here. Tick here. And see here. So if I take a square here, they both will be squared. So this is what we are doing. So cot square theta equals to cos square theta over sine square theta, right? So this is what we are doing here. And then when you change this division sign into multiplication, this fraction get inverse, right? So let's see here. It is 2 cos x over sine x, numerator, right? This is multiplying into sine square x over cos square x. when we change this division into multiplication. So now this cancels with this cancels with this. So you are left with 2 sin x cos x, which is equals to tan x left hand side. I hope you understood. Once again, if you want to see more more identities, explanation on difficult one also, very challenging one, please go to the description and click the link. You will find that video very much in detail. And now in the next video, we will cover solving simple trigonometric equation. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe the button if you actually have learned something and you liked it. Only then, of course, and do share it with your friends. So thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.